Hello, Fabulous Superstar Virgo. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of February 2019, looking at life and love. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. What an amazing month it is. We have an active and powerful sky, but really for you, I want to start with the full moon in your sign. This is happening right around the 19th of the month, give or take a day on either side, depending on where you are on the planet. What a beautiful time it is for you. This is a full moon at the very beginning of your sign. So there is a sense of completion at this time, a sense of heart awakening, heart attention that you're paying right now. But at the same time, there's a lot of excitement, a lot of love, a lot of joy that is playing out. There's a vision, something that you're very enthusiastic about that is being revealed to you in front of you. And it is part of what seems to be bringing you great joy. So this full moon is happening at the very beginning of its sign, and normally full moons bring things to awareness, especially in your own sign. They help you to become aware of who you really are and what matters to you most and what matters to you first. It brings to clarity issues of identity, and where it is that maybe you haven't been living in alignment with it, it will show itself to you very clearly. However, because it is happening at the very beginning of its sign, it does suggest that part and parcel with that comes a new beginning for you, some fresh start and some sense of excitement about what is new. With this sense of clarity will come a closure for what it is that you no longer need, and at the same time, excitement for what is to be. That Mars connection with Mars very newly in, by that point, a part of the sky that has to do with your place in the world. It has to do with long distance travel, immigration, citizenship, higher learning, legal matters, political matters. It has to do with exploring the world and understanding the world from a philosophical perspective. Well, all of that feeds in very strongly to this clarity about yourself and your identity. And it may very well be developments and opportunities in these very areas that are part of what's bringing this sense of the new and the possible coming up ahead. Now, also in the early part of the month, we will have a new moon right around the 4th or 5th, depending on where you are on the planet. This beautiful new moon will be happening hand in hand with Mercury and of course the sun, because the moon meeting the sun in the sky is the new moon. And this configuration will be speaking in harmony with Jupiter. And all of this says more opportunity for you and a sense that you are getting better on a day-to-day basis. So on the one hand, this has to do with the workplace, the work environment, and the opportunities there and the people who surround you there. It also has to do with your habits, especially your health-related habits and how well you are taking care of yourself. As a side note, this part of the sky can also be connected to pets as well. So your pets, the little familiars who observe your day-to-day, your smallest moments, can be covered here as well. When we have such a beautiful and positive, harmoniously aspected new moon, it tends to bring with it new opportunities and new blessings as well. So new opportunities at work, whether it is increased tasks, whether it is new people coming in, new clients, new customers. It seems to be a connection can transpire now, the very beginning, that will actually bring you a lot of joy in your day-to-day in the period ahead. The other part of this energy, as I said, is the tasks that you're doing, new tasks that feel inspired, that help you to feel like you're increasing your level of happiness and usefulness can be part of this. Now, where it comes to your health, this can be very good news on the health front. This is a good time to get any health-related tests done as well. They can lead to very optimistic news. And any changes you make now on a level of your habits can have beautiful effects for you and outcomes for you in the period ahead. We have a few other big things happening this month as well. One is the rare meeting of Mars and Uranus in the sky. Now, these two planets get together every 2 years or so. However, this is the last time that they are going to meet in the sign of Aries for many decades to come. making it that much more a rare configuration. Now, this is a part of the sky for you that has to do with a few things, but one is your relationship with financial institutions are covered here. Another is your own personal transformational story and how it is that you are changing in some way. And when these two planets get together, it is a burst of honesty and an impulsive leap forward. Now, this can go in a couple of different directions. It is Uranus after all, which doesn't like to be too predictable. But this can either be the breakthrough, or this can be that moment of honesty that leads you to wonder where your next steps are. Now, don't worry about that. As I said, by the time we get to that new moon, literally days after this configuration, which perfects right around Valentine's Day. But as we get to your full moon in your sign, you are feeling very different. You are feeling really hopeful and really excited by that point. So whatever it is that needs to transpire, let it come. If it needs to go, let it go. It really is okay. But yes, you may have to pay attention very quickly to a financial matter related to a financial institution. This can bring a lot in, but it can also have you feeling like you're scrambling a little bit, but that's okay. When we have important financial energy like this, it means that the money you need is there. And so the important lesson here is to remember a healthy sense of detachment, which is part of the gift of Uranus, is to remember the higher principles and the higher self in the midst of whatever may be transpiring on a more mundane level. And as I said, your personal transformation and your transformational journey may reach a very important moment of breakthrough where you feel like whatever you've been doing to help yourself to grow, to heal, to evolve has been paying off in powerful ways. We will also have Venus very active this month, moving through a part of the sky for you that has to do with a few different things. But one of the things it has to do with is a sense of joy, a sense of play, the children in your life, or you being a big kid. And these are going to be areas that are highlighted for you at this time. I would also add this part of the sky has to do with creativity and your creations. So here's the thing, Venus moving through this part of the sky for most of the month will be in the middle and late part of the month, especially active with key karmic connections with Saturn, with Pluto, and with the South Node. And what this suggests is powerful occurrences taking place that ultimately help you to clarify what you really want, where your heart really is, and what it is that you're really feeling. But it will also bring with it powerful developments that are fated. They have a timetable of their own, and there are certain truths that will be illuminated for you as well. Now, this is about love. This is about your heart, and we'll talk about romantic love in a moment, but where it comes to a matter having to do with children that you want or children that you have, some of this energy can play out on that front. Where it comes to a creative endeavor, especially if you use your creativity to your advantage, you may find yourself very much asking if your heart is in it. Is your creativity and your joy and your pleasure really here or not? And in being honest with yourself, able to make some powerful adjustments. Now, where it comes to matters of love, this is a part of the sky that Venus is moving through that has to do with flirtation and romance and what it is that your heart is truly desiring. And with a month like this, you can't help but be honest with yourself about what that is. For those of you who are open to meeting someone new, this is pretty clear. There will be at least one very powerful flirtation that acts as a catalyst moment towards your deeper change. Now, what actually transpires outwardly, practically, well, look, Saturn is involved. So there can be, and there is that indication of something more long-term being a possibility. But ultimately, what this says to me is very powerful emotions within you and a powerful pull of fate towards a particular direction. And it speaks to, this sky speaks to a very important moment that helps you to be honest with yourself about where you are in matters of love. For those of you getting to know somebody, this is very much about being honest with yourself about who this person is, and seeing them in a way that is more unabashed, more stark even, and seeing them more clearly than you have before. Now, as part of this, you will either be all in or not. But there's nothing half-hearted about this energy. Either they will continue to walk with you well beyond this month, or this will be the month where you realize, where the omens become just very clear that this is not a direction that you're meant to travel in anymore with this person. At the same time, though, there are other possibilities out there, and all the amazing things Venus is doing is saying that part of what makes this realization with someone that you're getting to know more clear is that there will possibly be other options available to you as well. And for those of you who are in an established bond, what a powerful time. It is a time when you and your partner are asking yourselves if you're able to give each other that heart level connection beyond just the routines of the day in and day out that you may experience with each other, beyond just those moments of going back and forth with different ideas, but rather this is about the heart connection. If it is there, it will be obviously so. But if something important needs to change in order to continue to nurture the heart and love bond that you have, well, that will become apparent this month as well. But ultimately, I do think, given the fact that we've got that beautiful full moon in your sign, speaking with Mars, it tells me that whatever is transpiring where it comes to matters of heart, there's something within you that is excited about your life now and excited about the prospects ahead. What I love about this month for you, it's gotta be the full moon in your sign, of course, right? It is that full moon in your sign because it's just such a high moment for you. Yes, there may be a lot of emotions you're feeling, a lot's happening with you on the level of what it is you really want and getting more clear on that in every area of life. Wanting to live a life that feels more filled with passion is very much a part of the picture in the second half of the month as well. But with that full moon, it tells me that whatever it is you are coming to realize that your passion is and your desires are, you're pretty much assured to get it. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this every week by logging on to nadiyashah.com. Sign up to be one of my superstars. Superstars get expanded exclusive video scopes every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes, and more in the superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.